you all doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. So it looks like you're lucky. I get to do another Taurus reading, even though my last one was like 2 hours and it's gone. All right, so here we are again, second time around, Taurus. This is going to be for January 2021. All right, hi Samuel. So we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on with Taurus. You can be a sun, a moon, a rising sign Taurus, a Venus, a Jupiter, okay? This could even be your 7th house if you're looking at this at a relationship kind of point of view. This could even be the 10th house if you're looking at it for like a career point of view, okay? Just to see what kind of energy surrounds you in those arenas, you know? If it's home, maybe something's going to surround you for home, and see how that might look. It just depends on where you have Taurus. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive in. What's happening with the sign of Taurus? I chose to use the Light Seers Tarot. This is kind of a new tarot. It's a 78, well, duh, all the tarots are 78. Durr. It's a new modern kind of look on tarot. If you guys haven't been familiar with this kind, it's pretty cool. I recommend this kind. Hi, Markers. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Laura. You're a Taurus ascendant. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. All right, so let's just get the overall in the beginning. Show me Taurus overall. Show me Taurus overall. Give me some overall cards. Okay. Bottom of the deck is 2 of Swords overall. This is trying to make this decision, but it is trying to be more logical than not. It's also not being able to see all the facts and really just going on a hunch, trusting your intuition, your prayers, and your hope. But really it's a mental situation because you are torn, because there's so much going on physically, evidence-wise, you know, you could, you know, the senses, you can touch, taste, hear, see, all of those things, that it's hard for you to make this decision. So there is, I don't know what I should do. I am very torn here. Notice the Libra on her arm. So it could be a Libra situation. You're dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra, Taurus. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to keep this one last because that was on top of this card. Okay. So the overall situation for Taurus is you're dealing with a devil. You are dealing with a charming devil. This is, again, something you can sense with your 5 senses, okay? This is someone physically in your realm of family or friends or workers, like, you know, co-workers. This is someone you can actually meet, see, and communicate with. This person would probably have a lot of followers, okay? This Capricorn is someone that would probably be liked by many, have a lot of followers. The next following card is another 2. Well, no, I'm sorry, my bad. 3 of Wands. I didn't notice this little one here. So the following next card is 3 of Wands. Ooh, Taurus, you're anticipating a Tower. This is waiting and expecting, and then next is a Tower. Taurus, you are definitely expecting this to come crumbling down. That whatever this devil's little tricks are, you know, whoever this is in your life, devil, you're going down. You don't really know how. Well, maybe you do know how, but the timing of this whole thing feels a little bit up in the air. It feels a little bit, what's going to happen next? You know, I guess the best way to say it is it's on edge. You know, Taurus, you know that this tower is coming. You feel it. You manifested it. You're expecting it because you know good always conquers evil. But this devil seems to ensnare you and intimidate you just the same. So there is this kind of, you know what, this person is a little bit intimidating. Or maybe it's not a person. Maybe it's a group. Maybe it's just an energy. Maybe it's a situation that's happening in your life. Maybe there's some kind of a situation that feels like that situation is the devil. I don't know. I really don't know. But whatever is haunting you, whatever is in your way, whatever feels like a mountain, okay, because the Capricorn goat represents the mountain. Whatever is in your way, you expect it to come down. Very much. So this is going to be hard for you to deal with for sure. It hurts your heart, it hurts your mind. I think there's some severe headaches going on. You're really having a struggle on how to deal with this. Let's get some hidden truth oracles about this. So strongest energies right now for you is Libra, Capricorn, and Scorpio. That could be a big deal for you right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get the hidden truth oracle. I look for you everywhere is coming out. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So I feel like you're about to bring the storm, Taurus. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, Taurus, you're about to bring the storm on this person. You feel guilt. This is what this is. You feel guilty and you feel bad for what you're about to do. You know you're going to disappoint someone, maybe a group of people. You know that it's a difficult situation to deal with, but you know it must come down. There's not going to be everyone happy. There's going to be, you know, some people here that are very upset about the tower. And there's going to be people that are very happy about the tower. Maybe you're one of them. You know, but this is the thing. This person, this devil, this situation, this mountain, this problem for you is everywhere. Everywhere you look, every time you go to sleep at night, every time you wake up, every time you turn on the TV, every time you make a phone call, every time you look around the corner, it's like haunting, this devilish energy is just encircling you. And you're like, I can't deal with it anymore. I just can't. I'm going to bring down this tower. All right. And so you're very certain. And I think you're not sure about the timing of it. You're kind of hoping God's going to step in or the universe is going to step in. But you know that one way or the other, come hell or high water, it cannot be allowed. Let's go ahead and clarify the tower. Spirit, can you please clarify the tower for the sign of Taurus? Clarify the tower. 5 of Pentacles. There's a loss. There's grief with the tower. The tower is a grieving loss. It's dark night of the soul time. And then you have the Ace of Wands. A passionate start from the heart. A brand new energetic desire to have something end. Ace of Pentacles is also under there. So 2021 is a new year. Ace of Wands is a fresh new start. 2 aces. Clarifying the tower. This tower is clearing way for a new creation. A new creation. And Taurus, this is your card, 5 of Pentacles. You're extremely upset because not everyone's happy. What I notice about the 5 of Pentacles is a heartache, and it's a suffering, and it's kind of the energy of, it doesn't feel good. I feel alone. I feel alienated. I feel betrayed. I feel left out in the cold. I feel hurt. I feel guilt, and I feel all of these things. There's also a great financial loss. So there could be worry of a great financial crisis. There could also be ill health. So there could be some kind of a very bad sickness overcoming. This could be a body just coming down. You know, this could be jail. For some people, somebody may be going to jail, and I don't know, but that may be happening with the 2 aces. Okay, so we're gonna, there's, you know, Taurus, I don't think you feel good about what's about to take place, but you know that you must do it because you have to do it, because the devil cannot be in your life. The devil cannot be the winner. The devil cannot be the one that gets to stand. after all this happens. It just can't be. So I think Taurus is very torn. Oh, that rhymes. Taurus is very torn. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and just start the Celtic for Taurus. Please, Spirit, show me the heart of the matter for Taurus. Let's reveal. What is Taurus feeling right now? What is Taurus going through? What is the heart of the reading? What is the heart for Taurus? The other two. We got a couple cards. We're going to go with it. We have Two of Wands. Again, trying to make that decision, right? I've got to make one. I've got to pick one. I know it. The Star card. Hope and healing. Hope and healing, Taurus. Beautiful card. Isn't that gorgeous? And notice how she is like hanging on to a string. Like you might just be feeling like you're hanging on a string here. You're wishing on a star. There's like you're literally hanging on a string, a thread. You're hanging on by a thread. Isn't that a saying? Hanging on by a thread. And here you are again, Two of Swords, torn. That is definitely coming in for Taurus currently. Heart of the matter. We're going to have to get deep into that one. She's got two crows, which is symbolic of Odin. Odin was getting advice and hearing from his two ravens because he was blind. Well, he lost an eye. And he was old. And so he sent his two ravens out across the land to tell him news, to tell him what was going on. They were like his oracles, that he trusted them. So Taurus, you may be being torn because you're trusting two different advisors. Maybe there's just two different sides. There could be two different sides for Taurus. But yet you represent both sides. So you represent both parties. Maybe you're the mother. Maybe you're the father. Maybe you're, a leader. Whatever this is, Taurus, you represent both, and both are opposing. So these birds want you to do one thing. This bird says, hey, do this. And this bird says, no, don't listen to him. Hey, do this. And you're in the middle like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't, there's so many advisors. You've got to trust your own intuition, Taurus. I think you're so busy, and I think you're so torn, and I think you're so pushed around that you do have some trouble centering. Maybe it's been a while since you've been able to sit down and meditate. Maybe it's been a while since you've been alone and had peace. Maybe it feels like it's been so long since you had you time. And that's that deep healing that needs to happen in the center with the star, Aquarius energy. If there is an Aquarius advising you, I might listen to them. I might listen to an Aquarius. This Aquarius may have some sound advice about the future, okay? So there could be an Aquarius trying to give you some advice. But look at this, 2-2. 2 and 2. There might be 4 specific advisors at odds with each other around you. Could be parents, could be friends, could be loved ones, but I feel like there's 4. So there's something here with that. I don't know, the 2-2 and the 4. I'll tell you, you are absolutely being pulled, and I don't know how you're going to come to this conclusion. I don't know how you're going to come to this resolution, but it's going to have to be an Aquarian point of view. And just so you guys know, an Aquarian point of view is what's best for all, the group, the collective, what's good for everyone, what is the most honorable, honest answer. That's Aquarius. Maybe I have a little book here I can read you on that. I had it pulled out recently. And of course, when I want to grab it and read that bit to you, it's not here. Seriously. Well, all right, I guess I'm going to have to give up on that note. One more look around. And no, it's not here. Ah. Please be somewhere where I can find you. No, it evades me. Okay. So I'm going to read you something about this. The Aquarian energy is technological. Okay, jot that down. The Aquarian energy is technological and visionary. So listen, Taurus, the advice you should be taking comes from numbers, science, facts, things like that, not feelings, which the Two of Swords says, stop, being emotional about this. Let's look at the facts. Let's look at the numbers. It speaks of future and has ideals about how much better that future can be compared with the past. Popular mythology has long talked about the coming of the age of Aquarius with the utopian vision of peace. That's a good sign. Freedom and the united brotherhood of mankind. So I like that. This energy is also known for its friendliness of humankind and genuine interest in helping others. So genuine. The zodiac sign bestows a rebellious need to break up existing paradigms and replace them with new thinking. So don't be surprised if you find yourself wanting to get on a soapbox and address a Greenpeace rally at this time. This energy values freedom above anything else, and time spent alone is never a problem. Having said that, acquaintances are important, so long as they do not make emotional demands. And I think that's kind of what's going on. I think your acquaintances or your group are making emotional demands on you. Information and technology and science may be your usual choices, or at least they need to be the focus right now. But with this energy around you, you are encouraged to investigate how you can use them to your advantage. Numerology, astrology may also be very interesting to you, Taurus. So astrology and numerology, telling you of the coming future based on these tarot cards, based on astrology, the planets, the alignments, those are going to be scientific facts and guiding points to point you in the direction that you need to go. There is a fixed quality to the Aquarius. It is one of the 4 fixed signs. And Aquarius is quite stubborn. Although for the Aquarian mantra is about to change, Aquarians wants to change the rest of the world and does not want to change itself. So there could be that kind of a tug of war too. I want to change the world, but I don't want to change myself. And that stubbornness can get in the way. Those who are Aquarian in nature are very good at telling everyone else what to do and how to conform and transform. But they are completely unwilling to accept advice for themselves. You may encounter a madcap for eclectic people at this time. Eclectic. A madcap for eclectic people at this time, or perhaps you decide to go through a hippie or new age thing yourself. For whatever else can be said about the Aquarian's energy, it appeals to single-minded individualists who are not afraid to be different. Now go find your kaftan and your placards, whatever that is. So the overall energy, here we go again. Yeah, fixed, stubborn. There's a lot of stubborn people around you, but here's the deal, Taurus. Some people are being way too fucking emotional, and they're just like, hey, do this, do that. And you're like, you're such an emotional wreck. Shush, shush. And the other person is like, no, you can't do this. You have to do that. That's the right way. And you're like, but what? Again, you're having problems getting centered, listening to yourself. Some things are out of your hands. Notice, and I posted it the other day, right after my Taurus reading, the planetary alignment, and I took a picture of it. I don't give a shit what the newspaper says, or Google, or all the other, any kind of, solar system information can just shove it up their tailpipe. Sorry, but the screenshot that I took showed where the planets were aligned, and that is it. There is no debating facts. So I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. I'm into taking a picture of the stars. Boom, there it is. There they are. It is all the planets right there clustered. I like to call that a cluster fuck. It's combust, honestly. And right now, Taurus, maybe you're feeling that energy. And the astrology, the numerology and astrology is affecting you right now. And it's asking you to see what these planets can do for you. Okay? What can these planets do for you, and what are they doing for you? Again, I just think you're torn and you're tugged in two directions and you just can't please everybody. So you might be the one telling them, stuff it. I want to listen to maybe the astrology. I want to listen to tarot card readers. I want to listen to a psychic. I want to listen to numerology. I want to listen to something else. I don't want to listen to your emotional banter, and I don't want to listen to your chit chat, and I don't want to listen to all this other crap. I just want to center. I want to center and align with the universe, because that's important. Bottom of the deck is 7 of Wands. And this is what's going to be crossing you here. And it says, yes, center. Look how centered she is. Look at her, Taurus. She is looking away from all these fuckers and saying, leave me alone. I stand up for myself, my own beliefs. I am on higher ground than you. I have a higher authority than you. I am in charge of my life. I am the one with the power. I am the one with the power. So Taurus, you are the one that actually has higher ground. If anyone comes to you, Taurus, and says you are on lower ground, or you need to step down, or you need to step aside, or you're not in control and everything else is, you go ahead and tell them to shove it up the yin-yang, and they're wrong. They are so wrong. And you're going to keep fighting, and you're going to keep standing up for your beliefs. What you want is right after you get centered. First, center. Center, meditate, do some mantras, chill, get grounded, get reinforced with your truth. Look at her heart. Look over there. That is her heart chakra being bright and green. That represents harmony and balance. So yes, get centered and just maybe work out, maybe do some yoga, okay? Go for a walk, get some alone time, go to the spa. I don't know, go if you have a hot tub, get out there and get some fresh air. Now is the time to just get away from the crowd and center, because remember, that tower is coming. The tower is on the way. So be prepared. Okay, so what is behind you, Taurus? What is behind you, my love? What recently happened to create all this drama for Taurus? What recently happened? Show me what happened for Taurus recently. Knight of Wands. Something very quickly happened. Something very shocking. Something very quickly. Well, I wouldn't say shocking. But there was a very fast movement, and it felt a little bit aggressive. Like everything caught fire here. I know it's the Knight of Wands, but look at the 4. 4 wands around her. So again, I feel this energy of 4. Even the 2-2 again is striking me with the 4. And I'm just like, what is this? What is this 4 energy that keeps popping up for you? It's Emperor-ish, it's about being grounded. It's about being strong. It represents authority. It talks about power and strength and righteousness and mercy and a win and, Can we go further back into the past? Clarify this Knight of Wands. What rushed in super fast for Taurus? What was rushing in? What rushed in was an Eight of Swords. Wow, so you feel trapped. Whatever happened to you so fast shut your mouth, silenced you. Cat got your tongue. It took, something ripped out your tongue. You were unable to speak. Maybe you lost your voice. Maybe you got very sick and you lost your voice. Maybe the media silenced you. I don't know. Maybe someone ran away from you and you couldn't reach them. They blocked you. They stopped you from communicating with them. And you were trying to reach out, but you couldn't. And so you felt like you were helpless. You felt like you were in jail. You felt like you were imprisoned in your own mind. Thoughts, negative thoughts, worrisome thoughts, stressful anxiety kind of thoughts were plaguing your mind. You just felt extremely, I mean, look at her picture. She's over here trying to talk, but she has no voice. She's sitting there looking in the mirror and she feels trapped. Maybe you were afraid to speak out. Taurus, could that be where you were maybe afraid to speak out? Maybe you knew some secrets. Maybe you knew something about that devil and you couldn't say anything about it. So whatever happened recently silenced you in some sense. And you were unable to talk about what happened. It could have been abuse. You know, the devil can be all sorts of bad things like obsession, sexual abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, evil, Satanist kind of stuff. Obviously, it's the devil card. Just pedophilia. It could be lies, deceit, deception. You might have learned a secret about somebody and you just can't say it. You can't talk about it. It's not time, or you were trapped. You couldn't act on it. And this happened very quickly. You know, it was like within a 24-hour period. Well, I won't say that because wands are weeks. So I'm going to say within a 7-day period, it went from you having freedom to being silenced and trapped. And that's how it went down for you. What are you dealing with currently, Spirit? Show me what Taurus is dealing with currently. Spirit, please show me what Taurus is dealing with in the current moment, the current vibe. Show me Taurus's current vibe. My left ear is ringing. There's some good information that's going to come in. There's some good information. Okay, I'm looking at a Scorpio. I see a scorpion, and I see the sign of Scorpio. There's something about the moon card or Scorpio. Could be Cancerian vibes involved. Could even be a Pisces. It's so weird. It's the water signs. They're coming up. The water signs are coming up, which is emotional. There's going to be some secrets or something coming up out of the water. Something is rising from the water, from the emotions. Something is slowly creeping out. We don't have all the information yet. It's coming. It's coming slowly. There's dreams. There's visions. There's hearings and anticipations. Okay, so we have another 2. You see this shit? We're operating on a 2 frequency for sure. Somebody here's life path could be a life path number 2. Also, it just represents the second sign of the zodiac. So very powerful 2 in nature. 2 is going to be powerful. The next card coming out for your current moment, besides the 2 of Pentacles, is strength. And then we have the Lover's card. Okay, so we have Taurus, Leo, Gemini. These are going to be prominent for whoever I'm speaking about today. Those are going to be prominent in your chart or the chart of someone you love or that you're watching this reading about. Taurus, Leo, Gemini. So again, we have this balancing act with the 2. Now that I think about the 2 frequency along with the 4, it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is smart. She is wise. She holds all the secrets of the universe. She holds on to that book of Torah. She stands in the path between reality and the subconscious and fantasy and prayers and spirituality. She represents those deep, dark feelings, those hidden feelings. She stays quiet. She's not being outspoken. She's keeping much to herself. She's very isolated. Yeah, and she's very much, oh wow, she's very much Scorpio. She's very much Pisces. She's very much Gemini. Okay, so she comes into that. She's also very much, oh, I already said Pisces. So a lot of that is withdrawal, but there's some kind of communication also with that Gemini energy. So what I see from the cards, what's going on right now, somebody dropped the ball. It looks like you trusted somebody. Could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Gemini with the Eight of Swords and the Lovers. Look, somebody dropped the ball, Taurus. They were supposed to do something upright and handle responsibilities the way it needed to be. Maybe you trusted someone. Honey, you trusted the wrong person. You gave someone the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a group of people. Maybe it was a timing. Maybe it was an advisor. Now you don't know what to do because you made a bad choice before. Okay, that's the message. And it's stuff. I made a bad choice, a really bad choice before. I was of poor judgment. And I'm scared to make another choice. I don't want to make another choice and choose another advisor or choose another partner or choose another lover or another job or whatever this is. I don't want to make this choice and I'd be wrong again. If I'm wrong again, there's going to be a much tougher consequence. There's a tower coming and I need a soldier to fight with me. But who do I trust? Who do I trust? Taurus, I ask you, get centered. There is something called an inner compass. Trust your inner guidance. It is your compass to truth, to righteousness, to what is good for you, what is right for you, and what is just. Get centered because it's too loud wherever you're at. It's too loud and it may very well be too crowded. I think you're going to be sad because there's going to be some loss of friendships. There's going to be some losses of alliances. So for some of you guys, it could be the loss of a relationship altogether with that Tower card. Taurus, I hate to tell you this, but whatever way you choose, there's going to be a loss. And I think you're trying not to create a loss. I think you're trying so hard to prevent any loss. It's like going to war and saying, I don't want any casualties. I don't want anyone to die during this war. When you go to war, someone's going to die. Lots of people probably will die. That's war. There's a price to pay. And I think that's why the devil's here at the Tower. I just feel like there's going to be pain. Are you okay with that? Probably not. But are you strong enough to deal with that? And I think the answer is yes. Because the next card that you have is the Strength card. And you have to tame your inner beast. You have to tame your anger right now. You have to not lash out. You have to not act irrationally. You have to not be so vicious. You have to be centered. Because the Strength card does talk about being centered. And it's also about being powerful. That sometimes when you hold back, you have more power. And the visual they're giving me, and you can take this for what it is, but the visual that I have is, what are those things called where you pull back with a rock? A slingshot? Yeah. you pulling back further and further and further on that slingshot is going to shoot that pebble way farther. So the more you pull back and hold back and restrain, which takes all the strength in your being, the more you do that, the more powerful you're going to be. So be pulled back. I know it hurts. It feels like you're stretched. It feels like an embarrassment or some kind of a loss or grief or a struggle. It feels like you are trapped in the dark night of the soul. Pull back. Hold back and pull back. It might be that you're holding something back that might hurt other people. And I didn't consider that outlook. Is there something that you're pulling back, Taurus, that is going to hurt other people? And some people don't even know you're holding it back from them being hurt. So you might be holding back something that could hurt your friends or your family or your children, your, associations, whatever this is. If you let this out, people are going to get hurt. So maybe you're protecting someone. And that may be the Eight of Swords while your mouth is shut. You have information on someone and you're not talking because it might hurt other people. I know this may have nothing to do with your situation, but Taurus, it's like maybe you're seeing a married man or a married woman, just an example, and you just found out that that person is married and you saw that they have a beautiful family. And you realize that there's 3 or 4 children involved and there's a nice home and you're crushed. It's a tower for you because you just found out this person lied to you and deceived you and is a devil. And you know that person can't be trusted and is a piece of crap. But if you say anything to the wife, if you give a letter, if you give pictures, if you give proof, if you confront the situation, then the children get hurt. The wife gets hurt or the husband gets hurt. And the house of cards comes crumbling down. That's so hard. It feels like the church is falling apart. And I almost feel that way nowadays. Like, the church has come under so much scrutiny that it's tearing apart the congregations. And it ruins it for everybody. And I'm not going to go there. Don't worry, I'm not going there. I'm just saying that's another example. It's like, I hate to say it, but sometimes these deep-rooted secrets that people don't know about, it takes down the innocent too. The people that just go there because they love God, or the people that just go there because it's a beautiful place to be and it feels good. It ruins that for them. And it's sad. And those are the casualties. Oh, the casualties of war. Sometimes telling the truth hurts everybody. But what is better, holding on to a lie or telling the truth? I mean, that's where you're at. And you're going to have to be at that crossroads. So, I don't know. But there is some kind of, I'm being held back not to speak. I have information, I have knowledge, I have wisdom, and I haven't talked about it, I haven't spoken about it, but I'm going to. I also feel like with the Devil card, I could be watching someone that was molested or taken advantage of by an uncle or an aunt or some family member, and everyone is trying to celebrate this asshole, like, oh, rest in peace, maybe remember him or her, or, oh, let's post pictures of aunt or uncle, blah, blah, blah. And you're sitting there like, he or she was a total scum of the earth. I want to tell everyone what that person did to me. But if you do, the whole family's going to be shocked. That person's brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, are going to be shocked. Maybe grandparents will be shocked. You know, the family could be rocked by what you're saying. Especially if this person is well liked. And believe me, it hasn't happened to me personally, but I have known people in my family who have gone through a situation like that. And I have seen the Facebook posts honoring these disgusting fuckers. And I'm just like, why are you honoring this disgusting piece of shit of a man? He deserves to have his reputation smeared and smudged into the ground. I don't know, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't know what the situation is, Taurus, but I do know it's something like that. I'm not saying that that is definitely your situation. I'm just saying maybe you should look at it like somebody is holding on to something, and if they release it, that rock, that pebble from the, I forgot the name again. The, slingshot, sorry. It's going to hurt everybody. I think the more you hold back, the more powerful you are. I think you're waiting to get some more information. So now we have the Lover's card, which is quite beautiful. And I think there's going to be a bond, a union of some kind. This is trying to heal and bring others together. So this is trying to get your family closer together, get the country closer together, and get your friends closer together. Like this is, I'm trying to mend the bond. I'm trying to mend these bonds, and I don't want to hurt anybody. I want love. I want connection. I want a beautiful union. Look at the Merkaba. That's, where is it? Oh, it's right between their head. So that Merkaba is masculine and feminine. And it is the upper chakras and the lower chakras together creating union, harmony, and balance. Gemini energy. A lot of symbolism there around them. And it's just come together with me. Notice how they're bringing together the yin and the yang. So there is this beautiful coming together. There's even a Sagittarius arrow on this girl, which is actually a 1-7, because Sagittarius is Gemini's soulmate. That's that 1-7 energy. So we have, she has a Sagittarius bow and arrows tattooed on her shoulder, as the Lover stands for the Gemini card, which I think is beautiful because this is soulmate energy. And it is the short distance comes together with the long distance. The one party comes together with the other party. This is a bonding. So this is just a beautiful reading for you. I think what you're bringing together right now is you're bringing together with love and harmony. Yes, somebody dropped the ball. Taurus, it might have been you. I feel like you made a bad judgment. You don't want to do it again. Don't let your past defeat you. Don't let your bad judgment of the past come back to kick you in the butt. Don't let your patience that you once had detour you from acting now. You're in the right space. You're in the right headspace right now. And you are being recharged. Your battery is being charged. You could have a Sun, Taurus, a rising Leo, and a Moon Gemini. That could be your chart. Or it could be anything. Could be a Sun Gemini, a rising Leo, and a Moon Taurus. There's different ways you can look at that. You can flip-flop that any way you want. But there is some kind of a beautiful combination there. Okay, let's keep going. What is the future holding? What is the future holding? 3 of Cups. I love it. You're going to have some good celebration. Look at this. Good times, happy celebrations, good moments, rejoicing, reunions, peace and reconciliation, family reunion, family togetherness, This could be a wedding celebration. This could be just a big thing with fireworks and just the news and media, just a big bang, a big phew. Like there's something to be happy about. There could be fireworks coming up here in your future. Okay, there's going to be some isolation though, bottom of the deck. We have isolation from the Hermit card. Honey, so there's like a quiet celebration. You know, sometimes I've celebrated with a quiet celebration. I've just had a cup of tea, seen fireworks on TV, and kept to myself. Like that's been my celebration. Sometimes there's just a celebration where you have to celebrate by yourself. It's like a silent win, a silent, there's something here silent, like a silent victory. I am hearing the word silent victory, whatever that means for you. Maybe the rest of the world just doesn't know you had your win. Maybe speaking out has its moment and its time, but the only one celebrating that is you. Maybe you pissed everyone off trying to do the right thing and you're all alone. Whatever this is, Virgo energy, there is this silent, I'm alone, pulling away kind of energy, and I'm just going to be happy that the right thing is done. Jupiter energy. And you might just feel like the right thing is going to be done. This is personal happiness. This is self-satisfaction. This is that inner journey that makes you reflect and feel good and feel happy. It is also the changing of a new cycle. Okay? So this is a good thing in the future for you. You're going to come out as a winner. You're going to come out maybe as a silent winner, but you're going to be a winner. Okay? All right. So bottom of the deck, I'm sure you all can't help but staring. It's right there in your face. Is the Tower card. And it came out in your first beginning of the reading, and it's showing itself again. I'm going to keep that here as a side note. This is part of your arena. This is part of your situation. There is going to be the ending of a situation. Look at the monarch butterflies. When do the monarch butterflies start coming around, guys? Does anybody know? I think the monarch butterflies are going to be a symbol. There's something to do with monarch. Monarch butterflies. There might be some kind of outing of monarch, which was a sick sexual society that I do know of. But I also think it's funny because of the movie Godzilla and King Kong. It was all part of monarch government, you know, release the Kraken, release the Titans, and that was in movies. But the monarch also talks to me about the butterfly itself, which is just beautiful. And, you know, the caterpillar must die so the butterfly can be born. I think they come out, I want to say not right away in spring, but mid-spring for the Northern Americas anyways. And I do want to think that they come out, mostly I see them around June, honestly. So there could be a birthday, or, oh yeah, the Three of Cups, monarchs. There could be somebody's birthday celebration in June. I do think somebody has a birthday in June here, which would explain the Gemini and the Taurus for Vedic. Okay. I really like that. Anyways, actually June is Gemini and tropical, and Taurus and Vedic. I don't know why that's a big thing. Anyways, there's going to be something here with June. Anyways, I think that's when the monarch butterflies come out. Okay? I do. I think that this is going to be a thing. And I honestly feel like if you're ready to see some monarchs, if you see them around you, there may be a sign. There may be a sign with a butterfly that there's going to be a transformation. The old ways of doing things, the old ways of having things, the old traditional ways are coming down. So whatever the old traditions were, you're changing those traditions. You know, it's kind of like we always celebrate Christmas at home, but maybe the new tradition is celebrating Christmas in Paris or at a cabin or at you know, someone else's house. There's always room for a new tradition. You know, kind of like a new celebration. We once celebrated on this day, but now we're going to have a new celebration. There's going to be a new day. There may be a new celebration in June. I don't know what that could be. It could be the birth. Could be a birthday. Could be a wedding celebration. You name it. It's some kind of a happy moment, okay? It's time to celebrate. So there is something good coming, but at first there's going to be a silent win or a silent victory or a silent celebration. First comes the silence, inner journey, Virgo vibes. I have to isolate, soul search, be on my own, pull away from these crowds, and then go into myself. So first there's going to be this pulling back. Yay, Mariah's here. Oh, my little Taurus bull. My little Taurus bull. I love her. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to say about Taurus. Oop, doo-doo-doo. We have the Empress, which actually represents Taurus too. Honestly, Libra and Cancer, but Taurus as well. This is beautiful. The Empress, there's an ending and a rebirth. There is something that's not here yet, but it's coming. We are seeing the labor pains, Ten of Swords. Spirit says this is a painful ending. There's going to be casualties in this spiritual war, or this emotional war of the heart, or this, you know, drama in your life. There's going to be casualties. Ten of Swords represents, yes, there's lies, deceit, deception, and betrayal. There is backstabbing. There is snipering going on. I don't know where the snipering came from. I was thinking of Snipe from Harry Potter. I don't know. So when I'm thinking of Snipe from Harry Potter, I'm thinking Snipe. I don't know. But there's some sneaky snipes out there. And there's definitely going to be something coming out to this rebirth. You know, I think by the next full moon, we're going to see some very big changes. The full moon is going to herald an ending. I just want to say, I want to be clear. Full moon, I don't know what date that is. Taurus, the full moon is exalted in your sign. Well, the moon period is exalted in the sign of Taurus. That is its happy home. I don't know where Taurus is going to be. I mean, I don't know where the moon is going to be at that time. I wish I had my moon chart in front of me, and I don't. I usually have it. I need to get my shit together in my office. It is a mess. I will have to get my moon chart. If you guys know the next full moon, please let me know. I always follow Vedic, so if you see tropical, I'll just take it back, a sign behind it. But I do think there's some kind of beautiful ending with this big full moon, okay? There's going to be some kind of a Ten of Swords. That could be the defeat of an enemy. It could be a painful ending and letting go after such betrayal and heartache and loss. But I feel these birds are leading her to a different direction. These ravens. Her wisdom is leading her away. Don't be scared. Mariah, I don't think this is going to happen to you, my love. But for some Taurus people, there is going to be an avoidance of death. And that is a strong message that I'm getting. I don't know if it's going to be the survival of a car accident. I don't know if it's going to be the survival of a heart attack, an assassination attempt. I don't know. Maybe a household accident. But I can tell you, you're going to win. You're going to live. You're going to miss it by a second because there's an angel looking out over you. And that angel is a mother. She is a mother or she's a grandmother. That's what the Empress. So there is a mother or a grandmother or some feminine guardian angel that's going to protect you from harm, and it is from the other side. Just like the baby, the world is protected in her womb, so shall you be protected. Look at the wings on her. Yeah. So I do think that you're going to avoid, and Spirit says if you avoid some kind of a death situation, know that it is your destiny and it is your path, and you are protected and saved for a reason. You have something to do very important on this earth. Okay, so January 28th is the next full moon. Interesting. So let's keep an eye out on that full moon. Okay, so let's see, how do you feel about the situation, Taurus? How do you feel about the shenanigans in your life with the devil? Show me what Taurus feels about the shenanigans with the devil. Ooh, child! I've been told you're on a 4 Emperor energy. Boom, chakalaka. You have the Emperor card, which is, excuse me, how do I feel? Steph, let me be clear. I am the Emperor. You understand? You got me? I'm the head honcho. I'm the king. I'm the elite. I'm the Emperor. I'm the man or the woman of the hour. I'm in power. I have the power. I have the control. I am extremely powerful. Yep, period. That's how I feel. I have the upper hand. There is some cocky arrogance coming from that, but it's also I'm wholesome and merciful and righteous. Ah, you get another number 4. Don't tell me I ain't on no number 4. I know what I'm talking about. Now you got the 4 of Pentacles, honey. More Emperor energy. This is my rock. This is my foundation. This is my family. This is my home. This is my place. This is my reason for living. This is my destiny. I am wholly in charge. So Taurus is like, I'm it. I am it. Okay? I'm not worried. Taurus says I am not worried at all. The next card here is the 8 of Pentacles, which is, by the way, 4 plus 4, 8, more 4 energy, but also the 8 of Strength, power energy. And look at the moon cycles. Is that not a sign? New moon to full moon to the waning moon. That is so crazy. So there is something to do with here with cycles of the moon. And moon is exalted in your sign. Keep working. Keep focusing. I think you're diligent. I think you're burning that midnight oil. We have someone here that could be writing books. We have somebody here that could be writing legislature. We have somebody here that could be writing, letters, memos, tweets, posts. We have someone that could be on the phone or on the computer all night. We have somebody that's working diligently at whatever they're skillful at. Maybe it's making money, building businesses, focusing on real estate, building your home, reconstructing your life, your finances, whatever this is. Your focus is very skillful and you're doing it very well. Overall, Taurus, I think you're extremely focused on the mission at hand. So I'm really extremely happy about your focus and attention to detail. So Taurus is very attentive and pays attention to detail. Oops. Okay, let me scoot these over so you can see. Okay. Oh, you still can't see. Damn it. Okay. Well, I tried. Anyways. If I miss, I'm missing comments, guys. If I'm missing your comments, it's because I'm looking at the table, not up there at the camera. So, yeah, if you have any messages you want to give me, please put them in comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. And please feel free to message me on Skype, JKS1111, for those of you that are clients. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see. What is your opponent or your enemy or your lover or your, important other? I really want to say it's the devil for you, but What does this opposing energy have to say about this? Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups. They are very emotional, and they're hoping for a new beginning. Wow. I think the person that you're dealing with is sorry. I think the person that you're dealing with is going to ask for an apology. I have to say, this is the third ace you've got. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Honey, this person that you're dealing with really just wants, with all their heart, a new beginning. They also want a fresh new start. They're tired of shit being the way it has been. They're just ready for something else, for something more. 10 of Wands is below that. They are tired and burdened from this very difficult journey, and they're really wanting to undergo a spiritual awakening and a very deep healing. And this person may love you very much. What else is ironic with the Queen of Cups? She is the 1-7 from Capricorn, the Devil card. So there is this soulmate vibration there as well. And this is Cancer, Capricorn vibe. The whole point is, Taurus, whoever and whatever you're dealing with, A is destiny. B is a soul vibe. It's like a soul contract, a soul path, and a soul mate. And soulmates always come up in different ways. They could be your best friend. They could be your parent. They could be your enemy. They could be your lover. So soulmates show up in different ways. They're not always going to show up as, oh, that's the one true love of my life. Soulmates happen as you've known them before in a past life. You guys have karma. You guys have some kind of soul work to deal with in this life as well, which makes it destiny. So there is some kind of destined path for yourself, which explains the Star card, because that does talk about destiny and the soul path. Okay. Yeah, and reverse it. If this is not you, Taurus, that's receiving the apology, then maybe, Taurus, you're going to be giving the apology. Please remember to reverse it if you're watching. It could be a cross-watching situation. Okay? Okay, so what is the challenge and the hope? Hope, fears, and challenge. Hope, fears, and challenge for the situation for Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. Here you are, Taurus. Your hope is that you get to stay in power. Your hope is that you are in a position of peace, in a position of what's good for everybody, because that is the Queen of Pentacles. A position of power that where you feel it's better for everyone. I think you're going to be forgiving and understanding and nurturing. I think that you're willing to hear the other person's point of view, but notice her arms are crossed. So heart chakra is blocked. There is this, I'm listening to you, but I'm not buying everything you're selling. Even with her eyes closed. She's listening, but she's not watching, trying to get emotional. So there is this, I'm going to be smarter this time around. I'm going to listen. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be balanced. I'm going to be forgiving and understanding, but I'm not a cop-out. I'm not a sellout. You cannot buy me. You cannot bribe me. You cannot treat me wrongfully, and you cannot take advantage. I will not be taken advantage of, says the Queen of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck, here's the 5 of Wands. And that means you're going to have a lot of people that are coming against you. It's going to be a challenge to your beliefs. It's going to challenge your position. This is the Hierophant energy, which is Taurus with you, ironically. Your foundation is going to get rocked. There's going to be differences of opinions and beliefs on many sides. And so your job is to remain grounded like the earth. That's your job, Taurus, to be stubborn and grounded like the earth. Bottom of the deck here is 3 of Pentacles. So it's about working together and making progress. So you are going to have to work with some difficult people or some difficult energies or situations to make progress. It means that the challenge is you're going to have to work with people you don't like, or you're going to have to be around family members that get under your freaking skin. But if you're going to make progress in your family, you've got to give and take a little bit. It's also pick your battles wisely. Choose them. Are they worth fighting over? If they are, by all means, go for it. If not, be wiser and smarter to close your eyes, breathe, ground, get centered, and let some of that shit go so you can do the greater good, whatever this is for you. Yeah, you really want to move forward, whatever that means for yourself, because the other card that really wants to come out is a Ten of Pentacles. At the end of the day, you're fighting for your family. At the end of the day, you're fighting for your community or your country or your lover or your mom or your dad or your children or your business. At the end of the day, you're fighting for what's important for you. Okay? And that should be the goal. That should be why you're here. Notice the Fool's Journey with the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. And we all know, who's been in my class, what those stand for. We know what they stand for. The Fool, the Emperor, the Empress, see them there. Okay, the Lover's card, the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Hermit, the Chariot, the Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. They're all there. There's a process. There's a process to get here. There's a process, and steps must be taken. Period. And the number 10 of Pentacles does go to the major arcana of the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which is a cycle and a change of seasons. You have a 10 and a 10. And you had a 10 earlier as well. 10 of Wands. Honey, you are also on a 10 frequency, Taurus. Things are going to change, and it's by destiny. These things and these events are meant to happen the way they're supposed to happen. Spirit, please show me the outcome for Taurus. Show me the outcome for Taurus. You have a very deep concern for your family, though. I do see that. Okay. Why am I reading the sign of Taurus? Because I do all the zodiac signs for the month. So I do all of them for the month. And I also read love readings for twin flames and soulmates. And I do some kind of astrology readings every now and then also. But that's why I'm reading for Taurus today. And that was on the title, I think. I think I put it on the title, Taurus, January 2021. And I'm having to do the sign of Taurus again because the original reading I had got deleted. So whatever. Moving on. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit sees in store for Taurus. Spirit, what do you see happening in store for Taurus in the future? Show me Taurus's outcome. Okay, Taurus. You have King of Cups, 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Did I say King of Cups? I meant King of Pentacles. So 8 of Cups is emotionally walking away. So for Taurus, there is going to be a walking away from a situation. It's sad, but true. Okay? I think you're just walking away from people that no longer serve you. Emotions that no longer serve you. And notice again, you're on your own. This is a solemn energy. And it's solemn because it takes the number 8 strength card. It takes all your strength and balance to make a decision to walk away and love yourself. Take care of your life. Follow your journey. You're being led by the star here. And so, or the moon, whichever way you want to see it, and you're just out in search of emotional healing. So there is going to be some emotional healing, and it's going to be on your own, Taurus, because you feel very isolated. Extremely, every future position that you end up, it's a silent journey. It's this alone, isolated journey. And then you have the 3 of Wands, which also talks about a journey. Okay, and this is like a pilgrimage. You might be traveling. I think you're going to pack up some bags and you're going to go somewhere. This might be a journey where you have to go to reflect, regain your thinking, regroup, recharge your batteries. You have been emotionally drained by the devil, just, you've been suffering here. And now it's a time to stand strong. Remember, you're in power. You have to walk away and recharge. There's too much going on in the world for you to just continue to do self-harm. King of Pentacles in the future, and this is you, Taurus, is you're going to get what you want. You're going to remain on your throne. Look at the wolf. And remember, wolves are on lone journeys. A lot of them are loners. I know they have a pack, but this is an alpha. This isn't an omega. So remember, Taurus, you're an alpha. And you may go ahead and go on this little journey here, but you're doing it for you. And you remain in power and authority. You have the, look at all these double signs here. I have the Queen of Pentacles and the King. I have the Empress and the Emperor. And I have the Lover's card. Even though you seem like you're on an alone journey, Taurus, you either have a best friend, a soul sister, soul brother, or a divine soulmate with you. It's like you may feel isolated from the world, but you have a partner. So isolation in the sense, you guys know I have problems saying that word, Mariah. Stop it. Anyways, where was I going with that? Whatever, you know where I'm going with that. Yeah, everyone's making fun of me. Shush, that's enough. I said it correctly, didn't I? Markers, I said woof. I made sure to use the V, okay? And if I wanted to say woof, so be it. That's how I grew up saying woof, okay? But I'm gonna say woof. I'm trying. I am trying here. Woof, okay? I emphasize the V. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. A Gemini that can't talk. That's me. But either way, Taurus, you're not completely alone. I think you feel isolated from the world. You might take a retreat to the mountains. You might find a piece of property in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of acres, you know, maybe 4 acres, 8 acres, something like that. Heck, it could be more. I don't know. You know, you might go on a little vacation with someone. You know, could be a vacation with your dog. Maybe you're going to get a dog. I don't know. But just know this. You're not all alone. And even if it's just with spirit and you, that's fine. You're still not alone. And by the way, I do think there's some kind of a motherly energy around you or just a divine feminine. Maybe if you're a man and this is your reading, maybe your divine feminine is your wife. Maybe she is your angel. Maybe she's the one that's going to protect you from harm. Maybe she's the one that's going to keep a lookout over your shoulder and make sure you're protected. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's not an angel. Maybe it's an earth angel. Someone that's been put on your path, okay? Bottom of the deck, though, we have 10 of Wands. And look at that. She's going on a journey. She's going on a pilgrimage, putting down that burden and walking away. All of the above show me, Taurus, ending, 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 ending. Even with the tower, boom, ending. Like, there's such destruction on what was, you almost just don't know what will be. And I think that's what scares you. Okay? Something scares you because, you know, the Ten of Swords, as this, what Spirit sees, it's a very painful walking away. It's just a very painful situation. And I keep hearing collateral damage, you know. But there's a new movie with Will Smith, and it's called Collateral Beauty. And you guys should watch it. If you haven't watched Collateral Beauty, you are missing out on a very good movie. But there is beauty in a sad situation. There is beauty and there is rebirth. And I think what is so sad is this destruction of everything that was. And that is sad for everyone. And what's sad is seeing people fall with the guise of the devil. And it's sad to see that, and that is so heartbreaking. But we are not spirit and the creator. We are not the final judgment. We are not the ones that are supposed to have control over the entire arena. We are just a player in this game of life. In the Fool's Journey, we are a player. We are not in control of any of this. This is a cold, hard reminder that the universe is in charge. And no matter what we do and how we push it and turn it and twist it, It doesn't change the fact that the universe is going to unfold what needs to be unfolded. And the way we see that is through the planets. So Taurus, maybe you should look at the planets. Start following astrology. Contact a good astrologer. If you're watching this video and you really want to find a good one, I urge you to look up Raj Kapel on his channel, KRS Astrology, or it's KRS Learn Astrology, excuse me, with Raj Kapel. And he is wonderful. He's my favorite. Another person I recommend is Joni Petrie, and she does Vedic astrology. By the way, both of those people I just mentioned are Vedic astrologers, and you can check out their channel. But there's also Simon Chakowski. I think that's his name. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. He's also a brilliant astrologer. He's someone you could follow, and they're all Vedic. Anyways, I don't know. I would follow them. I only follow Vedic. There's some tropical people out there that you can follow. One of the people I do follow that is tropical is the Leo King. He's kind of high energy, and I'm not saying everyone's going to love him because he's not everyone's cup of tea. But I see a lot of truth in him, and I feel bonded to him in a professional way. I feel like his passion is what he does, which is me. I am super passionate about tarot. So anyways, I do recommend the Leo King. He spends hours on his channels just like mine. He has a website, a podcast. He does seminars. He's even pretty talented. He does music, like rave music, I guess. You know, he's a Leo. That's what happens. Anyways, he's really cool. So you could check him out also. He does tropical, and he's someone you could follow, and I would recommend him. Yeah, so I would recommend him. I don't know if you guys want to try it. Okay, let's go ahead and get some Hidden Truth oracles. Give me some hidden truth for Taurus. Before I move on, I had a vision of the birds. I know. Sorry, Steph. There's some kind of a message that's going to come from black ravens or crows. And there's a saying about that. And I forget the saying. I wish I knew it by heart, but one crow is news is coming. Two crows is, I think it's like a death. Three crows, I think, is a birth. And four crows is, I think it's like a climate situation, like an earthquake or a tornado or something like that. I don't know. You guys can look it up. But I think it doesn't matter what I say here. When you see this black bird, Taurus, you're going to know the message. It's going to hit you right between the eyes. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is an answer. It's almost like you're out there searching for answers. What should I do? Where should I go? Blah, blah, blah. And then you come across this huge raven or this very big black bird, and he stares at you and looks at you in a very odd way. And instantly you get your answer. So there's going to be like an intuitive message coming to you through a black bird. If it's not a physical black bird, like an actual bird, maybe it's something that resembles a bird. Maybe it's a plane. Maybe it's somebody with the last name Blackbird. Maybe it's somebody that is wearing all black and looks strange. I don't know. But there's a message coming in black. Could be black, you know. I don't know. Could be a shapeshifter. There's also a Native American that has a very big message that needs to come out. I don't know who that's for, but there's a Native American out there that has a message, and you need to just come out with it. I don't know if he watches my channel or not. I don't know, but that needs to come out. See, Marcus, you had a saying about the blackbirds. There's a Mina bird that whinnies like a horse out there. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. And you know what? There's a black horse in this picture. That is a weird message for you there. It could be a black horse. I don't know. But this could be like a shape-shifting energy. Maybe it's just the energy of black, you know. There's something coming like that. It's truthful, though. I think whatever message is coming, I think is truthful. Okay. What is the Hidden Truth Oracles for the sign of Taurus? I am grateful for this spiritual lesson. All right, so you are grateful about this. You're grateful about what you've learned today. You're grateful about what you've been through. I think you're just feeling really happy and hopeful. Okay? Whatever happened to you, you're not resentful. You're not angry. You're not putting any blame. You're just like, you know what? I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm grateful for the lesson that I took with me because of this. Really, I am. That's what Taurus says. Let's get an oracle here for Taurus. What do you see coming up for Taurus? What is an upcoming energy for the sign of Taurus? Show me an upcoming energy in January for the sign of Taurus. You have the number 35, Soothe, Slippery Elm. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, a ladder, making progress. Making progress. Taurus, underneath that is protection. You are protected and you are making progress. So what's upcoming for you is you're going to have this Hermit, Eight of Cups moment. You're going to have some isolation, some alone time, some soothing, some peace is going to come over you. And you're going to have a rush of healing. Okay? Let's read the number 35. And my clock is ringing. It is time for you to take responsibility, and it may also be a time of hard work. Dedication is needed, Taurus, at the moment, or an increase in your commitments. You are being told that you are on the right path, and you are doing things the right way. Go the tried and tested way, rather than changing plans or approaches. That's a warning. Don't change your plans and approaches. That's what they expect. That was a channeled message. I don't know where that's from, but there's somebody out there that is anticipating a change in your plans. Don't change them because that's going to surprise them. Don't change them. Keep it the tried and tested way. They're expecting a change. They were like one step ahead of you. Don't do that. Keep the tried and tested way. That's the safe path. Be very careful with your promises and commitments you might be asked to make at the moment, because you need to be sure you can keep them. Make sure you can complete any tasks or assignments that you are involved with, because a change in fortune and situation is looks to, I cannot talk, let me start over. A change of fortune and situation looks set to occur, and they could be major. Just got goosebumps. That's the Tower. Okay, this is what I'm reading here, this Soothe card with a cup of tea. And there's might be some kind of a connection to Europe. I keep going there. Last time I did your reading, Taurus, I saw Italy. I still feel Italy, but now I'm feeling England. There's a very weird connection to England and Paris. Well, France. So England and France. Maybe you're French, maybe you're English, maybe there's somebody with an accent you're going to meet. But Taurus, there's some kind of English accent or English plot or plan about your life. Maybe you're going to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. Although it may appear challenging, it will all be very positive in the end. So yes, there will be a challenge, but it's good. A definite turning point is indicated, Taurus, and you are being prompted to take a more active hand and not, listen to this warning, and not just let things evolve around you. I really want you to understand that, because as you're walking away in this moment of solace and balance and restoration and deep healing, you're also walking into a moment of power. With the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress, you are stepping into a position of power. So after you're going through this terrible breakup, or this terrible ending, or this terrible betrayal, or this, reckoning, right? Feels like a wrecking ball. You step into power. So Do not get discouraged by any setbacks, as they are going to be a natural part of your ebb and flow. Keep yourself positive, as there is so much here to be optimistic about. Good fortune, positive growth, and steady upward development are shown. So there is progress, there is movement, there is something positive coming for you. I know it's challenging, that's what it said. And this whole thing feels challenging. This card here reminds me of a saying, again, with Dumbledore from Harry Potter. And it is, it takes someone great to stand up to their enemies. Like, it takes a lot of courage to do that. But it takes a lot more courage from someone to stand up to their friends or family members or spouses, you know? So you are courageous. And that's why the strength card is here also. It takes a lot of balls and strength to stand up for what is right. But you do it because that's where you're guided. That's your moral compass. Now, remember the Aquarian energy. Be aware. Some people are not guided by their conscience. Believe it or not, I see it every day. Even in our community, there are people that are guided by political press, medias, rumors. There's people guided by hate. There's people guided by strict religions. There's like so much weird guidance out there, and they get so lost, and I've seen it. And they don't know how to listen to themselves. They don't even know how to trust their instincts. And it's sad because even when their instincts are going ring, 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 red flag, alert, something's going on, they don't know how to listen to it. And what these people do is they tell themselves, I'm just overreacting. I'm just being biased. Or I'm just, you know, feeling this because I have an anger issue. Or, you know, I'm only having this sensation because of whatever. Okay. Now, I hid somebody here because please no private information. What the fuck was that? Mariah, click off this channel right now. Click off this channel. Markers, what's going on here? I saw a name that shouldn't have been publicized. What's going on? Mariah, click off. I'm going to call you when I'm done with this reading. Okay, well, I nipped it in the butt. I don't know who and what happened, but I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, we're gonna get another oracle card here. There you go, Taurus. You have a path to destiny. Okay, so Taurus, you are being guided away and out of a toxic situation. Okay, you are on your own path to destiny. You have the moving on card, which has a lot to do with this Eight of Cups. Okay, and so this is a really good energy of just literally, I mean, a lot of this whole energy for Taurus is moving on. So there's going to be some sadness, but there's going to be some very big change. Let's get a soul's journey since we seem to be on a journey. Any additional messages here for Taurus? Any additional messages here for Taurus? We have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And bottom of the deck, blame. I accept responsibility and for my well-being. So I like that that's like an energy of 3. And it's weird, but I see the initials, BBT. Or maybe there's 3 people. I don't know. I don't know, but there's a big information there. And I'm sure you'll know what it is. You have to trust in the balance because blame will be put where it rightfully needs to be put. Okay? Balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of the situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, Taurus, but that is a lesson in itself. What it is about you that prevents you from giving, no, let me start over. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed on your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. Blame is, it is easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly there have been people along your path who have shaped you, who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct you have is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens your connection that you have to your soul. And by the way, this is the number 22. And you know we've been seeing a lot of 2s. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion, Taurus. It's all bullshit. When you believe that someone else is responsible, then that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unfavorable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. The earth can be a tricky place. Trust is what's needed, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through these murky waters, Taurus. Your intuition, your guiding compass. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to a place of discernment. You will be able to know if a person or a situation is trustworthy. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle. When you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will seem easier, and your soul only wants what's best for you, and you must learn to trust it. Okay, so you must learn to trust that intuition of yours. We've been kind of talking about that through this reading. I do think there is a Taurus out there that maybe has an issue with trusting themselves. And maybe that's what this reading is about, is you don't know how to get centered and trust your intuition. Okay? You really need to find that center. And I'm sure once you do, you're going to be fine. Do you guys, ever get lost on a path of listening to other people that you seem to lose your way, lose your sense of self, lose your own path, you know? And I think that's kind of how it needs to be done. And I really just feel like if you guys are able to get your compass with your true north, you won't be asking me and anyone else what to do, and you won't need advisors, and you won't need counselors, and you won't need people trying to manipulate you in a way where you act on their best behalf, because this is your destiny. This is your path. You were born here to walk it. You were born here to make these decisions. You were born here to walk these steps. And of course, it's a hard job for you. It takes a lot of strength to see both sides. And I think that's that Aquarian energy, right? And you're being forced to look at it in different ways that you're not used to. And honestly, I think that you're a little bit lost, just a little bit. Maybe in sadness with the Eight of Cups, you know? Maybe you're just lost because you have a hard time knowing who to listen to and what to do. It always, in this whole reading, boils down to trust yourself. Stop asking other people for advice. Follow that compass. Maybe you've been at a job for 4 years, 8 years, whatever, and you've been listening to so many people you lost your own way. Maybe you work at a job where you have to take into account other people's advice. Maybe you've been a part of a family where everyone has a say and you've lost your way. Whatever this is, find your way. This is you finding your way again. And like I said, I think there's going to be a very big ending on the full moon. So get ready for that full moon, Taurus. It will affect you on a bigger scale than everybody else. Okay? I feel like it's more freedom. And freedom is what you're dealing with. Being free to be yourself, being free to speak, being free to walk your own path, just being free of all that drama. And you will be free. And I feel like that's going to come probably on the full moon. Okay? So I hope you liked this reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. We are all on a soul journey. Each step is a stepping stone. There's no ending in sight, to be honest. There is no ending in sight. It's just step after step. Thank you, moderators, for being here and helping me in this reading. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the viewers who tuned in for this Taurus reading. I hope it was good for you. I hope it helped you figure out what's going on in your life, and that you can look forward to expecting some good changes come the full moon. If you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments. It looks like you're making progress and moving on to a very good place. Positive changes are ahead, not negative. Positive changes, good things for you and the ones you love. So I'll see you next time, Taurus. Be blessed. Bye, guys.